What is going on, Chaotix? It is your boy Chaos Man 006 here, and we are back with another season of PDL. We are with the PDL Season 3. This is the Week 1 matchup. Teambuilder for the Virginia Escavaliers versus the Southampton Escavaliers. Now, I'm not going to lie, this team looks really good against me, but I have some nice options to bring this week. So we're going to get into the team builder, what I think he's going to bring, and what I have to counter that. So let's get into that. I hope you guys are excited for the match. It'll be up tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Matches will always be up on Mondays at 1 Eastern Standard Time, and team builders would be up at 1 Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, just so we keep it up to date. So week 1 actually was last week because it starts the week before. So it goes Sunday to Saturday night, and then the next day we'll have the previous week's video. That's how it's going to be. Just so I don't have to worry about trying to schedule matches and trying to schedule these videos during that time period. So we're just going to do it after the week's over, and it's going to be fine. It's going to work out really well. So this is my team, as I have done in my team builder already. Garchomp, Mega Gyarados, Jirachi, Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Muck, Lucario, Nidoqueen, Mismagius, Incineroar, Medicham, Regirock, and Absol, and I'm rocking that Titanium Z on my team. So let's take a quick look at what Ender Mewtwo and the Southampton Escavaliers are going to be bringing this week and for the rest of the season until he trades. So he's rocking with Necrozma, Magearna, Hydreigon, Infernape, Weezing, Galvantula, Barbaracle, Landorus T, Miltank, Mega Sableye, Cryogonal, and Kecleon for his team. And then Rocky MZ is his Z Crystal. So pretty challenging team against mine. I don't have a lot to really deal with his things. It's going to be a close match, I have a feeling. So it's going to come down to who plays the better game, I think, and who preps better. So I think we have a good prep this week. What I think he's going to bring, I think that Necrozma definitely comes. It's got good stats. Man, it's tier 3 pick. It's really lower tier. I probably need to boost it up to tier 2 next season. But it's a pretty good snag at tier 3. It's a good first overall pick for him. Magearna probably also comes. Nice tier 1. Holding down the fort, probably good. Hydreigon also probably comes. I don't have a lot to hit at. I don't really have a fairy type besides the Alolan Ninetales, and it still does pretty good damage. Infernape, I also think comes. Infernape is a really good Pokemon in general. Mixed attacker can run either side, so I think that comes as well. I would not be surprised to see Landorus T come in this match, since I've used it pretty well in my previous season. It gives him a nice defensive pivot if he wants to run it that way, which I could see it rerunning that way. And then I think Mega Sableye comes in case I want to set up like hazards and stuff like that. So those are the 6 I think. So Mega Sableye, Landorus T, Infernape, Hydreigon, Magearna, and Necrozma are the 6 I predict to bring. So what am I bringing this week? Well, that's a good question. Let's get into my team builder. Let me get to my team. PDL Season 1, Week 1. PDL Season 3, Week 1. Let me get that right. We're starting out with Alolan Ninetales. And so this thing is packing Blizzard, Moonblast, Aurora Veil, and Toxic. I have Snow Warning and Leftovers on this thing. I'm going to set up Aurora Veil. It gives me a way to keep staying power against his team. And Ninetales really does good in giving me some extra bulk. That is something I really want to focus on in this game. I really need to get the Aurora Veil up, and I really need to benefit from being able to take a shot or two. We're running max special attack. I need to be able to hit things and kill them, so that is why max special attack is there. We have speed creeped at 325. We speed creep Hydreigon if it's not Choice Scarf, which I predict a life orb set this week. So we speed creep Hydreigon there with a 325. Max speed Hydreigon is 324. It also gives us. That's pretty much the only thing we want to fight. The only thing faster than that really is Galvantula, Cryogonal, and Infernape, and we're not going to want to stay in against any of those with this move set. So Blizzard is there because we're always going to have Hail Up when we're fighting, so it gives me a nice powerful move. I did look at Freeze Dry this week, but it's only really going to help me out with Barbaracle, and I don't really want to do that setup. So I mean, it's still going to do a nice bit of damage anyway. I think it does like 30% without being super effective, and the other one was only doing like 70. So Moonblast gives me a way to fight the Hydreigon. As I said, Hydreigon looks like a really good mon this week. Really, I don't have much counters to it on my team, but Moonblast does give me a chance to OHKO it if I want to. The set also gives me a chance to OHKO Lando T with Blizzard, and we can fight Galvantula one-on-one in case he wants to do a speed thing, so I can set up Aurora Veil, get Toxic off, and just run him through with that. Really, this thing is not brought this week to do a lot of damage. It is here primarily as a defensive pivot, ways to get walls up, and also to take on those little niche battles that I need it to do. So A9 is going to be putting on some nice work this week. HP gave me a little bit of bulk to stay around. Speed, I got to have that speed creep at 168, so I just threw the rest of the EVs in HP. So that way we might be able to live a couple hits. We're rocking a little over 300, so it looks like a pretty good set for Alolan Ninetales this week. Next up, we have Death Wish, our first overall pick, the Garchomp, coming in this week. And we're running Choice Scarf. So what I wanted to do here, what I'm doing with the Choice Scarf here is I'm running, I'm speed creeping the Hydreigon again. I can hit at it with Outrage and take it out that way. But I wanted to speed creep Hydreigon because I'm afraid if it is a Choice Scarf set, this is my way to deal with it. And I do outspeed with Garchomp, so I can just lock into Outrage. Really, the only thing that's going to stop me from doing that is Magearna. So, as long as we get rid of Magearna, we're fine. But we have Earthquake to come in too, to do some damage. Brick Break, Outrage, and Return. I just threw Return on for a final move. I didn't know what to really throw on there. Primarily, we're going to be sticking with Earthquake as our main hitting power. But we do have Brick Break for some coverage. He does have normal types on the team, so I want to bring in that Brick Break just in case. Outrage, good stab Dragon type move. Does lock me into hit, but I'm already locked in with Choice Scarf, so I didn't really see a point not doing that. So Outrage works really well for me here. As for stats, we're running max attack. We want to be able to bop things, take them out almost 360, which is nice. 32 in HP. I threw in the extra IVs into the HP stat. Maybe we can live a hit or two. Really, it's going to be helpful against that Infernape if it's Scarf, because Infernape's going to outspeed my entire team. We're probably going to see Earthquake or something like that come off. Maybe Ice Punch. That would be scary. So I got to think about the Ice Punch coming in. But if he doesn't have it, Garchomp can beat him with Earthquake. Speed, we're again creeping the Hydreigon. Even if it's Scarfed, we have it. So ability, we're running Rough Skin. You can see it. You can barely see it. It's better than the Sandbell. We're going to have Hail up anyway, so I'm not going to run. I think Rough Skin's going to be our better bet. And it also gives me damage if something tries to hit me. So if that Inferno goes for a Flare Blitz on the Garchomp, we're going to be fine. It's going to be really nice. My third slot is given by Witch Doctor, the Miss Magius, running Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Destiny Bond, and Psychic. Has Levitate and Choice Spec. So this is primarily going to be a switch in if we have an Earthquake user. It's going to want to take out Muck, and I want to be able to take out Regirock, and I'll be able to take out anything on my team because I don't really have a Flying Resist unless I don't Mega. So that is something to look out. We are running max special attack because I do need the special attack bonus to be able to kill things. Speed is not maxed. It's 148. We speed creep some of his slower things, but there's no way in the world we can outspeed some of his faster things. So if he brings slower attacky mons, we'll be able to take him out. This thing does help me out with Necrozma, does help me out with Magearna, and can beat Weezing as well as Lando T, but it's not the best bet against Lando T. If it's a slow Lando T, I think we might outspeed if it's not Scarfed. If it's like a defensive, slow Lando T, we have a chance to beat it, because I think that's what I was speed creeping here. So this thing's going to put in a lot of work. Shadow Ball primary target. If we have to use D-Gleam, if we have to find a way to beat Hydreigon, this thing can come in. It's probably going to die to a Dark Pulse, so that's not the best thing in the world, but if we do get a good switch in on it, if it thinks it can live and we predict correctly, D-Gleam might be a good way to go because it does OHKO the Hydreigon there. D-Bond, again, it's just attacking play. If I'm running against something slower and it's going to try to take me out, like that could be the play against Necrozma, honestly. If I need to do something, D-Bond, Necrozma. I did it earlier today in a match, actually, so that was something. So D-Bond and Necrozma took it out. And then we got Psychic. That Psychic sits there for the Weezing, and only the Weezing, only. Really nothing else on my team can take it on, but I really don't expect it to come. So that is something. there is one other thing that can take on the Weezing, and that is my Mega Gyarados is coming in. And we got Gertrude the Gyarados coming in, holding that Gyarados with Intimidate right now, but it will have Mold Breaker once hit. Mega Evolve, so that way we can hit Weezing with Earthquake. That's something we can do. But Gyarados just wins this match if I get it in the right position. If we take out some of the big threats in the way, we can win. Of course, I gotta be worried about things like Infernape, things that can outspeed it and overpower it. But if I can outspeed a lot of things and I can overpower a lot of things with Gyarados, it's just the fact that I need to be both faster and more offensive. So we are running max attack and max speed. A Jolly Nature, trying to get that speed up a little bit. It does give us the point that if we do get some Dragon Dances up, we do have a chance. We do outspeed everything if we get one up. So that is so we get one Dragon Dance up, we outspeed, we just wreck. That's the plan. Attack stat is 252 as well, giving me nice power. I can pretty much OHKO anything on his team, so that's nice with Gyarados. And then a little bit in the HP department, because this thing might have to take a hit. But it does work pretty well, I think. And I think Gertrude will be a nice component of this team trying to win this battle. Next up is Reginald, our Regirock. A lot of people laughed at me when I picked this thing, but it actually works really well this week. It's going to be my Stealth Rock user. I probably set up rocks. I got to watch out for the Mega Sableye, though. If Mega Sableye comes in, that's something I got to look at. So, I don't know if I have you beat Mega Sableye. No, it does not beat Mega Sableye. So I might change, like, something on it so it can beat Sableye. But that is an option. If we get rid of Mega Sableye, Reginald can just come in. Or if he doesn't bring it, we just come in, Stealth Rock up, which will do a lot of damage. It does 75% on the Infernape, which is really nice because it gives me the opportunity, even if it does hit me, it probably loses some damage anyway, and then we can take it out. So that is a possibility to deal with. Infernape there. Stone Edge, obviously a stab move, toxic to get stalls because this thing is leftover, it is really bulky. And then we have Hammer Arm as well, just for a nice fighting type stab. As I said, he has some normal types in there that I want to be careful about. We're rocking Clear Body this week, so I don't have to worry about stat drops because I do not need Regirock taking any stat drops this week. I mean, speed's the only thing I really want to take a speed and special attack are the only things I want to take a drop in. Everything else I need to stay up. So I mean, we're hitting mid 300, we're hitting 300s, 400s, and defenses, and then we have like a nice 200, attack. So we can do a lot of damage with this thing, and it's gonna live a lot of stuff. Primarily, this thing comes in against Galvantula. It beats the Miltank, which is fun because Miltank's gonna try to stall me. This thing can stall out Miltank, so we can beat Miltank that way. And then we also can OHKO the Cryogonal as well. So that is something in case he wants to try to like beat Garchomp that way. So Reginald is going to be putting a little bit of defensive work this week. Not primarily my attacking Mon, but it is there and it can do some stuff to get some kills. Max HP, max special defense. A lot of special attackers on this team. We want to make sure I can live the hits. And we have a pretty good defense stat as it is. Not boosted, no IVs, we're at 436. So that is really good. And then a little bit in attack just to give me a little bit more power. Before it didn't really matter much wherever I put it, so it's just kind of there. And my final Mon this week is going to be my Alolan Muck. I really wanted to use this. I didn't name it. I need to name it. Its name is Slime. This is Slime, my Alolan Muck. It is going to be an Assault Vest Poison Touch variant this week. I decided Assault Vest would be really good. It gives me the ability to switch items. I was thinking about doing Choice Band just to get more power off, but I feel like this set really works and really brings in power. I don't have any of my calcs for this thing yet because I forgot to do it, but I know what it does. It gives me a way to deal with Necrozma if it's not bulky, and it also gives me a nice knockoff user. I do have Crunch in case like I knock off and for some reason Necrozma still lives because it was more bulky. I can crunch it and destroy it. Fire Punch is a niche for Magearna. We do kind of stop stop Magearna with Fire Punch. It's not a good battle, but it is there. And then Poison Jab. This is going to be a good way for me to deal with the Infernape. If it's running mixed, we're pretty bulky defensively, and then we have the Assault Vest up as well. just so you see what Salt Vest does. You can't. The holder's special defense is 1.5, but I can only select damaging moves. So that gives me a bit. That gives me the 1.5 on my special defense, making me sit about a 320, something like that, a little under 300. So pretty good stats right there on defense. I can take a special hit, and then I put the defense on it, so that way Infernate, Flare Blitz, Earthquake actually doesn't even do 50% at this range. So with max HP, a little bit of defense bulk, so we can't get too shot by the Earthquake, and then we have the attack boost just so I can be able to bop things. So if this thing goes for, if like Infernate goes for Flare Blitz, and we Poison Jab it with the Stealth Rocks, it OHKOs. So there's a lot of ifs there. We do have the chance to poison it, and we can knock off if we think it's a Choice Scarf variant. But we might want to keep the item on it if it's a Choice Scarf variant. It's locked into something like Flare Blitz. That might be a good play there too. So we'll just have to see what it's running. And this gives me another defensive pivot. I wanted to bring my defense this week. He has a lot of offensive mon, and he has a good mix of a team. I really think this is probably one of the better teams drafted. I definitely would say it made me work this week to get a good team built. Week 1, I'm already struggling with team builders and stuff, so good team here really takes me on pretty nicely. So it's going to be a good match against Enter Mewtwo. I don't know how he battles either, so honestly, we're just going out there this week, trying our best, see what we can do. We'll make adjustments final week of the season because we do battle him again in week 11. So we will make our adjustments then if we have to. I don't have to shoot for first place. I got to shoot for 4th because the top 4 get in. So only 2 teams don't get out. So as long as I win at least half my games, I think I'm okay. And that's the goal this season. I really would like to win every game, but if that's not possible, that's not possible. We'll take what we can get. So our goal is playoffs and then champions. So that is where we're sitting at right now. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content from me. As I said, this series, for this league, Sundays at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time are going to be the team builders like this, and then Mondays at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time are going to be the matches. So check out the match tomorrow at 1 o'clock and see how we did against Ender Mewtwo. Hopefully we snag a W. If not, it's not the end of the world. We can come back. We got 10 more weeks of battling to go, so let's do it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And that's all I have for you in this video. Leave some hype in the comment section for PDL Season 3. We're getting underway, guys, and I hope to see you guys in the match tomorrow. But that's all I have for today. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, I'm Chaos May 006, signing off. Burn it up.